What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Awaken Your Essence channel. It is me, Mystical Carter. Um, this is going to be kind of a video response to Miss Spiritual Progressive. She did a book review slash video talking about Nocturnal Witchcraft by Constantinos, and most of the lettering have rubbed off, but um, that's the book, and it made me think of a nice video topic. So I'm going to combine that with um, opening up a discussion or reopening up a discussion on dark magic, because there's a lot of new faces here, and a lot of us didn't get to jump in on the topic when it was hot. So it's new to her, and I'm gonna jump in on it with her. Um, First of all, Nocturnal Witchcraft. It The book is set. It has like a gothic kind of theme to it, and there is a companion type grimoire that he did that I do not have. Um, they didn't have it to sell as a set when I bought the book, but sometimes it comes with the gothic grimoire, and they sell both books together. I don't know a lot about that book, but just off of this one, it's set around dark moon energies, lunar energies, dark god and goddesses, and it has a total nighttime theme to it, like even down to like the divinations, and even what people would consider dark magic. It has night scrying, um, divining by the stars. It's a ritual to set outside for you to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Kill your porch lights or whatever, and they use the stars to scribe by. It of course has a dark moon ritual in there, as well as a full moon ritual. It has an appendix in the back that has different gods and goddesses that people consider dark from different pantheons and places. Um, it has another chapter in the book that I like was mind reading through the ether, something I'm familiar with. Um, Mind reading by touch was which didn't seem too far off from. Let me see if I get this right. Psychometry, or you might know it as clairsentience. Nice chapter. Um, for those of you having problems with dealing with death, it has the right the rights of Anubis. It has a rite set out with Anubis, who is the Egyptian. Some people know him as some people know him as the god of the underworld, um, the gatekeeper to Hades, all that good stuff. Um, Different people use Anubis in different ways. Um, what else? Okay. So my question to you guys is, how many of you guys, let's start with the dark moon, how many of you guys even use the dark moon, even do dark moon rituals? Because a lot of the earlier books I read when I came into witchcraft and Wicca had nothing on the subject whatsoever. Like, they mentioned doing a new moon ritual, but as far as you knowing, like, if you were solitary and you didn't have nobody to talk to, it left nothing as an outline as far as setting up a dark moon ritual and what some people use those for. Now, me personally, I use I've balanced out a month since I've read that book and incorporated some of those skills into my craft. Where on the dark moons, I'll use that now more toward divination, more toward banishings, healings, things of that nature. And the full moon is more geared toward empowerment, um, uplifting, depending on what other kind of magical work I'm doing. Um, more of a the dark moon. I use that more of a cleansing and cleansing and reset, resetting energies within myself. Like if I do chakra works on the full moon, then during the lunar moon, I'll do like mini shadow work, getting those extra negative energies off of me and out the way. Um, to Miss Spiritual Progressive, and you can take this video. I'm gonna send it to her, and I don't think she's all the way through the book yet, but maybe she'll remember and will be encouraged to come back and do a video response later on. How have you found the lunar energies to collaborate with your normal self, if that makes sense? You know what I'm saying? Like how have you taken on the energies, and is it a nice balance for you? Because like I said, a lot of people don't even touch this subject, let alone do the actual craft rituals that's associated with the darker stuff. And what do you guys consider dark magic in general? Like, what do you guys consider dark magic? That's something that is hard to get people to put a to put a definition to without it turning into something that's spilled over from a former religion that's just been repeated over and over again. And it's like, okay, do you even have your own thought on the subject? Because if not, just say so. Um, Another great section that I'm gonna wait and see if she touches, because I don't know how far along in the book she has this. How did you like the section on creating your own thought forms? Um, some people call them creating your own guardians. I've talked about that, and in a video I did recently. I have a video entitled Guardians and Bouncers, where this is what I was talking about, creating your own thought forms. One of the formats that I used, I got out of that book, and it made me take a second look at the people around me in and out of the magical community, in and out of different religions. And if you understand what creating a thought form is basically you can take energy, and whether you put it into the infamous voodoo doll, a statue, or just out in the ether, you're putting power and energy into this thought form to do your magical work. And if you look at that by itself, it has to make you think some of these other religions and these so-called icons of those religions, how many of them are really just thought forms that people have just continued to give thought, energy, and prayer to, which made it what it is, versus it actually being a living, breathing, former human or alien. Um, Reading this book also, it won't turn you into. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna put it out there. Um, I think that's all. I wrote down a few little things. that she mentioned in her video, and I kind of want to see if she's even going to do a video response to this, and how many people are going to comment and jump into the discussion before I go too far with it, just to save time and energy. Um, I talked about the death part. Um, yeah, that's it. That's everything that I had noted down. So, what do you guys consider dark magic? Do you guys use the new moon in ritual? Um, have you read the book? I thought it was a great read. There's a lot of topics that was in the book that I didn't have anywhere else, and I couldn't get people to get into and open and get into dialogue and all about. Um, some people have the idea that, like she said in her video, when they hear dark magic, dark energies, dark gods and goddesses, they instantly think of something evil. Um, and already that goes over from people bringing in old ideals into a new spiritual study. So that's my video response for her and for you. You guys to open to the discussion a little bit. Spiritual Progressive, feel free to jump in and comment and get in on here. And I will see all of you in the next video. Pacific.